Alright. Dang, I don't like that. Anyway, we're back. And we're actually going to do some keg stuff today. And I'll work on the intro again tomorrow. But we're finally kind of getting into that, like, proper forward momentum with putting this plan all into action. And that'll be kind of nice. And so today we'll just start by harvesting some of the random stuff we're growing, like the melons for our community center. And then we have a pretty decent sized community center run today. And we'll do all our gifts, buy a ton of coal, and start smelting all our keg stuff. And then we have to have a place to put all this stuff, so we will pretty much just bomb out the entire quarry area. And that way we'll start setting up our vertical rows of kegs, which normally I don't do vertical rows anywhere, but I think it looks a lot better in the quarry and it's not that much less efficient. So that's what we're going to do. Our kegs will eventually be kind of a nightmare, and they'll be everywhere and all over the place. So anybody who appreciates symmetry and nice clean layouts will really not care for that at all. So just be prepared for that. I'm also going to add more furnaces, I believe. I think that's going to happen sooner than later. And again, that'll be not particularly pleasing to look at because I'm just going to put them wherever. I don't really care where they go. Even right now, they're kind of funky. I almost did a big old cuss on accident. I'm trying not to. In my normal life, I have a bit of a foul mouth, I suppose. But I try not to be try not to do it too much, I guess, on here. So anyway, yeah, the furnaces are ugly, let's say. And I will eventually add some. I probably want to do another 10 or 15. Something, nothing too crazy, but maybe round out the top a little bit. Who knows? And yeah, we're going to drop off the full summer bundle. I think we're finishing our summer crops. Maybe not. I don't know if we have all the corn yet. And just some of the random stuff that's taking up space. And we're also going to do that Robin quest thing where we drop off the 80 hardwood. And I thought you had to harvest it while that quest was active, but you don't, which is nice. You just have to have it and give it to her, and then you get a little bit of friendship points with her. Otherwise, the quest is kind of pointless to do. I don't think it awards a recipe or anything, but we're still going to do it. And then, yeah, I'm just getting all my gifts together. And we'll make a little bit of progress with all these folks. I don't think anybody's birthday is today. Maybe there is a birthday, because I want to say that there is a birthday today because it coincides with a guaranteed rain and thunder day. And it's kind of sad that no matter what, that person's birthday is always raining. And so, I don't know, I'll check who it is. I don't have it written down. So I'll just go to the wiki, I guess. I don't know, I spend too much time on the wiki. But that's okay. 13th, you got Alex. So Alex always has a bad birthday. Assuming he doesn't like it. I don't know. He's always outside, tossing a football up in the air or whatever. So, I don't know. I assume he likes it out there. But he doesn't really, play catch with anybody, right? He just, occasionally hangs out with Haley at the ice cream stand. I don't know. Everybody's, weirdly lonely in Stardew. But yeah, whatever. We're just dropping a bunch of stuff off. And we'll do a short gift route today. I'll kind of skip around a little bit. I don't know what we're not really missing anything major anymore for the community center. We're still on pace for everything there. I'm not worried about that. We'll need to get a yam at one point, and we'll need to buy a pumpkin from the cart, the traveling cart, which that I think is, if we didn't already buy it, we'll need to go there soon and start checking for it more often. And we're just getting as much coal as we can. We keep running out, and it doesn't make sense not to do it, because like we already bought most of the seeds we need, I think. I don't know, maybe I messed up on that. Or maybe we just planted our stuff? I don't know. I think we just planted it. Yeah, I think we just planted. So we have plenty of time before, what's it called? Before we need to buy more. So if we don't have coal, we can't smelt iridium, and then we won't be able to make any money anyway. So we might as well spend the residual or the remaining gold on coal. That was a really long way to say that, but whatever. I think I'm done with her, Leah. I just need to get married to her, which means I need to upgrade that house. Done with her as in done giving her gifts to max hearts. But I know I have to get married, technically, for perfection. Just because of the star drop. I don't actually think you have to be married to get perfection, but I know you have to be married to get that star drop. So that's what we're doing. And then just smelting, as usual. I'm trying to do like usually a big batch of like copper and then iron, so I can start making. Oh, here's the furnaces. So I can start making my kegs quickly, and then while gold or something else is smelting, I can go clear the quarry, so everything's like in action while I'm doing other stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, here's what I was saying about our furnaces getting maybe a little bit uglier. Maybe better, I don't know, maybe this will be better, because if I like properly round them all off, it'll look better. But there's a really strong chance that I won't properly round them all off. So that's a good factor here. Yeah, I'm not going to. I don't have enough. So I'm still going to have like this ugly little like 3 furnaces missing. And I'm going to tell you now, I don't think I ever fix that. I think it just stays that way for like the next 10 days probably. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, just making my way around for some last minute gifts while I start some more iridium up. And the clearing part shouldn't take too long. I'll have to like clear out the area, build paths so rocks don't grow back. And it's really obnoxious because I actually ended up forgetting to do that. So I like cleared out the area. I forgot to bring rocks with me, so I had to go all the way back. I cut all of it out, but it did happen, and it was obnoxious. Kind of a time waste, but I didn't want to spend another, like, 10 minutes doing all this stuff again, as it gets a little bit repetitive, and I don't feel like it. And I only have enough materials for, like, a little over 50 kegs, 54, which is a low start, but it's better than nothing. And we're out of wood. That's kind of the killer. And wood is going to be a huge problem. I originally thought that wood was only 20 gold a piece, or a bundle, or whatever. But it's 50. So, like, I'm going to spend about 600,000 gold on wood. Which is a lot more than I had originally anticipated. So, that'll be a bummer, but we'll be fine. I eventually have to process all that stuff anyway, so there's no reason why I wouldn't just spring for it, you know? And yeah, this makes like so much more sense just to mega bomb this, because I don't need to spend all my time mining these rocks. I already have max mining. Like, it might be nice to chop the trees down for foraging experience, but right now time is a little bit more valuable. And I have to, like... The only bad thing about the bombs is now I have to, like, axe all of the bombed area, which is kind of a bummer, but it'll work out in the end. Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, I just skipped it all. It's kind of boring, but I got my kegs placed. And I usually just keep a chest here. And this is where I will keep all of my starfruit and all of my wine going forward. And yeah, that's just easier for me to keep it that way. Doesn't take up any storage anywhere else. And nobody walks through the quarry, so there's no danger of my chest being destroyed. That would be an extremely expensive chest to be destroyed. And I don't know if those items end up in the lost and found, or if you just lose them if a NPC walks through it. I've never had an NPC destroy a chest before. And then this northern area, we have quite a few tappers going. We don't have enough. We need probably like 20 more up here. And then eventually we'll convert that into like a tree farm. Same with the desert. We need to get a tree farm going in the desert. And we will do that probably as soon as like... Oh, I don't know when we'll do that. We'll probably do that whenever we have a bad luck day and a no harvest day, which those are pretty few and far between anymore, considering most of our days tend towards good luck because of that 0.25 boost. And so we'll end up going on like a neutral day probably to make our tree farms happen. And all that is really, that's mostly to like, it's going to cut down on our costs for wood, obviously, but it will also give us some foraging XP, which we'll need. And I think we might still have a little bit of fishing to do. I know we do for level 10, but I don't know if we need much else. We might, I don't know, we'll take a look. And we'll also do another, like, at the end of summer, we'll take a look at where we're at again, just like we did with spring, because that way everybody can kind of get a little bit better insight into what's going on. Because it's kind of hard to remember, especially when I cut out a lot of menuing and pausing and stuff. It's hard to, like, keep track of where we're at. I guess oh no, I can't. I was gonna say I can give the seed number out and people could check my save, but I would have to like put my save out there and people would have to download the save, upload it to the predictor or the Stardew checkup to look, and that's a lot of extra stuff to do just to see that I am missing an artifact or whatever. So yeah. And we pretty much burned through all that coal, by the way. We got like 60 pieces left. And we're going to burn through the rest of it tomorrow, pretty much right away. If not tonight. No, tonight, jeez. So that sucks. I should have bought more. I didn't have any money though. And so basically what will happen is we'll probably just end up with a lot of extra iridium. Just kind of laying around, which is fine. It'll eventually get smelted. But I don't want to have like a ton of time. Man, I got the hiccups again. What the heck? I don't want to have a lot of time sitting around where the furnaces are not operating. Because we just really need to keep money coming in, or iron coming in, or copper coming in. So we'll try to avoid that as much as possible. I am preparing now for a Skull Caverns run in the event that we get to go tomorrow. And it's Sunday, so that means we'll probably go for stairs at least. But ideally the luck will be decent. And we'll actually go to the caverns, you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see. Like, I don't know, that day was pretty chill. It went pretty well. Didn't get as many kegs as we wanted, but we got enough. And then we just sold some rando stuff just to get our shipping menu looking a little better. I've checked it recently and it's not looking so good, but it's mostly easy stuff that needs to get shipped. Like ore and bars and stuff like that. So there's no problem there. Did I forget to use that rain totem? Or maybe I didn't grab it. It's there. Am I gonna use it? And yeah, the only thing we have to do this morning before we go to the caverns is clear all our batteries, just in case we get some more. And I don't know, using the rain totems was originally really important, but we have 99 batteries now, and so I don't really care as much. Like if I forget to use one, I won't reset the run or anything. So that's a little bit of stress off my back there, because I don't think I shouldn't need more than 99 crystallariums or sprinklers, or a combination of the two, rather. So I think I'm good. Also accidentally brought my iron bars with me, which I guess isn't a bad thing, because I can make explosive ammo as we go. Maybe that's why I brought it? I don't know. Maybe I was being sneaky. And yeah, just make our way down. Again, you'll see me doing the pausing like pretty much constantly now, even when I hit like a rock sometimes. And that's just so the items will like magnetize to me while it's paused, instead of me having to run towards them a little bit. And I also will probably switch rings back and forth. So I'll wear like a lucky ring as I dive, and then right before I kill an enemy, I will switch to a burglar's ring, so I get double drops. I don't know if I'll really do that, because it sucks and I hate it. But if things get kind of dire, I probably will. So I don't know. Here's a fun bat floor. I always like when this happens, even if they hit me for 31 damage. It's just as satisfying to smoke all these bats simultaneously. It would be nice if I had the galaxy hammer, but it's still satisfying. And yeah, so I don't know, we're just diving. Pretty regular dive, nothing too like unique right now. Like 730 being on floor 200 is solid. And I think are we without explosive ammo right now? Are we out of it? I can't tell. I never know where to put the slingshot. I always put it on my second bar because I can tab to it really quickly. But with playing on controller, it's kind of hard to utilize the action bars as much as you can with the keyboard. I basically have to like hit the right and left bumpers to scroll through the bars, and then L and R to scroll left and right in the bars, right? So that's why I usually keep food on the far right and weapons on the far left, because I can tab to it really fast, or I can bumper over to it really fast. And I don't know, it's a lot different than playing with a mouse, where you can just like type 3 and then click. I could do that, but again, I don't, because I like to like lean back when I play video games. So it's like the main reason I don't play shooters anymore, like at all. Because like I think it's most fun, like I don't know, I used to play like a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and I played on like Xbox or PS4, 3 or PS4, I don't know, one of the two. And I always play with controller, and I always enjoyed that experience a lot more than with mouse and keyboard. But you have such a huge advantage with mouse and keyboard in those games, and I prefer PC gaming. So like those two things don't mix that well, so I basically can't play shooters anymore. That and like listening to people talk on like Xbox Live or PSN is maybe the most awful thing in the world, so it's kind of nice to be free of that. But yeah, so I don't know, we got like a pretty good stack of iridium, or over 600. And you know what I've noticed watching myself play through Skull Caverns like all the time is I tend to duck out really early. So like it's 11:50 now, like I still have another full hour I could be in here, hour and a half really, before I totem and go to sleep. But I almost never leave past like 12:30. So I wonder how much I've been missing out on iridium by not taking advantage of those last couple hours, you know? And hopefully the number is not, it's probably like hundreds, right? Because the deeper floors are really where the most value is. I got some fall seeds. It's kind of nice. But yeah, I've probably missed out on hundreds, if not thousands, of iridium by leaving too early and not passing out here. But I always feel like I have to smelt when I get home. And that's the main reason why. Like, because if I don't have time to do this, I feel like I get really behind on my money. So maybe that's why I do it. I don't know. And I'm out of coal again. So like today, like I didn't need to come back for that. For half a furnace load of coal. That's no good. And sometimes I still pass out at home anyway. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This is like all retrospective, so there's nothing I can do about it. Especially because I am a few days ahead now. Like 10 days ahead. So I can't really do much to change that. Like I'm pretty sure I'm about to pass out. Maybe not. No, I made it, but I didn't get my crystallarium down. That's okay. Anyway, I think we're gonna probably do like more kegs next time, and maybe more caverns, like almost for sure. So I'll see you then.